I wouldn't give a what they're making. You're asking me questions as a man. I'm supposed to cower out?
True.
No, I'm giving you the
True. So it's like, what's the point of having him on an interview if you want him to stick to this script, whatever you're sticking to? Because you're kissing ass, you want him to kiss ass. The world don't work like that, buddy. Nah. Yo, what are you two, man? I'm not one of these times, so get straight into it, you feel me? Now, today about to be reacting to Charleston White snaps and walks off on podcast after getting pressed about NBA YoungBoy. Hey, let's get straight into it. Title speaks for itself.
So Charleston White just crashed out and walked off a podcast during an NBA YoungBoy debate that got really heated. So he was on a podcast with Steiny from the Nelk Boys.
Actually, I think I've seen this. Hold on.
And, this was like a weird dynamic because Charleston White obviously got paid to be on his podcast to give his opinions. But Steiny is, I guess, friends with NBA YoungBoy's manager. So he's friends with the NBA YoungBoy camp. So he brings on Charleston White, like the week that Charleston White has been like going off on NBA YoungBoy. And then he proceeds to ask Charleston White about YoungBoy. And then he gets too scared to try to like reel Charleston White in or change Charleston White's mind or get Charleston White not to speak about YoungBoy after asking him a question about YoungBoy.
what.
But I seen this video, but I seen this podcast. This podcast funny, so if y'all didn't watch it, y'all should definitely go watch it or listen, whatever you do.
You're in the ski, so you're making me think about my close friend Alex YB.
He walked off, but he came back. So hey.
Because I saw some shit where you pulled up.
Oh, you talking about
Did you get kicked out?
You talking about Kentrail?
Did you get kicked out of the
Fuck
YB
no,
concert?
I didn't get kicked out. Hell no, I didn't get kicked out.
So what
never
happened
went
with
in.
that?
Make sure my camera look good.
So I was invited by his camp in him. So me and YB have had a mutual understanding. So he put me in a song like 3 years ago. He said, "Tell Charleston White something I was raised wrong." So up until that point, I used to be a NBA YoungBoy basher. Cause I thought he was angry or crying and whining, and at the time he had a lot of videos where he beat up his girlfriend in the hallway, dragged her down the hallway.
And I didn't mean to cut him off or nothing, but this is my perspective on it. When Charleston White goes at rappers, he's not going for the person, he's just going for the character that they give off. For example, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. You know, I ain't really listen to him, but it's a lot of people that do. He says, fuck Nipsey Hussle, but I forgot his real name, whatever his real name is. He respects who he was as a character, as a person, not as a rapper. And he's doing the same thing with YoungBoy. He about to explain it, I'm sure.
And mama
but if you don't get that,
so I said, man, this the young that beat up his mama, his sister, and his girlfriend. And so I used to work with a lot of juvenile delinquents and different kids. And that's how I became familiar with him.
But how can you say something like that and expect to be treated like a VIP?
I don't expect to be treated like thing.
So why is everybody saying that some people kick you out?
Why you believe what people say?
I'm asking you.
That's the first thing a man do. A man don't believe nothing people say.
That's true.
So don't question me about what no say.
Let me ask you a question and think long and hard about this. Have you ever seen a Charleston White interview where the interviewer is being combative that went well? Think long and hard.
Nah.
No, it doesn't exist, okay? The interviews that I've seen where it went haywire is usually when the interviewer is trying to overtalk, interrupt, or push back on Charleston White. For some reason, Charleston White don't really like pushbacks, right? He want to come, he want to speak and leave. He don't really view the interviewer as a participant in the conversation. He kind of views the conversation as him spewing his ideas to the audience, and the interviewer is just a means for him to connect with the audience.
In a way, you could say he's stuck in his ways. I mean, a lot of people are, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, you know. But it's like, I'm not going to sit here and say he's right all the time, but he's right a lot of the time. And with him being stuck in his ways, there's nothing that you can say or do to convince him otherwise. You have to be a strong motherfucker to do that.
But Steiny decided he was going to take this particular Weasley type of interview tactic, which I believe it was a bad tactic, right? Because Steiny, as a content creator, I know what Steiny was doing. Steiny wanted the content. He wanted the content, but he didn't want the content to come at an expense of his relationship. So as an interviewer, here's how you do it, okay? You want him to come on and disrespect YoungBoy. That's why you ask the question, because you know what his answer or opinion on YoungBoy is anyways. But you want him to disrespect YoungBoy, but you also want to appear as if you don't agree with him in the interview when a clip go viral. So hence you still keep that partnership with YoungBoy, but you also get that viral clip. Charleston White understands that, so Charleston White is not going to allow Steiny to play the game, right? So he gets hostile fairly quickly. Okay, I remember at some point in his interview, Steiny even called Charleston White a hypocrite.
Sound violent. He got 13 bastard babies. He got 13 different babies he done made out of wedlock. Those are bastard children. So did you got?
Is he lying? I think he probably got one or two with his married. He is married, but I guess that don't matter.
13 other children with childhood trauma. We done seen him beat up his girlfriend in the hallway. He in and out of jail. So what the fuck you mean?
Well, no, bro.
Hold on, let me finish. You asked me.
Well, you're being hypocritical because you went to his show.
No, I didn't go to his show. I went to his show to see how stupid it really is in real life, rather than looking and judging it and never seen it. So I was invited. I didn't go. I didn't wake up and say, "Hey, I'm going to an NBA YoungBoy concert." I was contacted by his team and DJ Academic to be invited to come make whether it was constructive criticism of my own opinion.
Honestly, at this point, I was kind of applauding Steiny. Like, I was kind of like, yo, okay, Steiny, like, you feel, okay, yo, give him a tough interview, right? Yo, do your thing. But my respect kind of went out the window, to be honest. Like, at first I thought, yo, Steiny was doing this because he's standing on business and integrity and morals and principles. But like, my respect for...
Okay, the definition of a hypocrite is, in my opinion, this is what a hypocrite is. You doing one thing, but you telling the next person not to do the same thing that you're doing. So how is it a hypocrite in this situation? I'm genuinely confused, you know?
Interview kind of went out the window. Once Steiny said out of his mouth, "Man, you're going to make it hard for me to go to this concert, Charleston, the way you talk." That's when I realized, it's not even about, yo, YoungBoy is your friend. You stand on business because you love YoungBoy that much. Which, yeah, right? Like, yo, if I'm interviewing somebody and they're going off on somebody I love, I'm going to step in, right? Yeah. I mean, after interview, right? Like, bro, I'm not allowing you to just slander my friend. But once you let me know what the real intention is, and it's no longer about the friendship or the love, it's about you wanting to be let into an interview, or you're scared or terrified that they will blackball you or shun you, then I can't really respect the pushback, because the pushback ain't coming from a genuine place.
I'm not saying about his fault. I'm saying he dumb, he stupid, he beat up his mama, he beat up his girlfriend, he got her herpes, he making 13 babies. What you mean? I can't judge that.
What I mean is I'm supposed to go to the concert in November 4th. You're making it.
But you're asking me questions on why I got kicked out, so I'm telling you. You won't let me finish.
You're going to make it so I can't even get in.
No. I wouldn't give a what it making. You're asking me questions as a man. I'm supposed to cower out?
True.
No, I'm giving you the...
True. So it's like, what's the point of having him on an interview if you want him to stick to this script, whatever you're sticking to? Because you're kissing ass, you want him to kiss ass. The world don't work like that, buddy. Nah.
But if you let me explain on what happened, you asked me what happened, but you keep cowering out. Let me explain why I got kicked out.
This was such a dumb maneuver by Steiny. Charleston White has done 5 interviews with Steiny in the last month and a half. NBA YoungBoy has done none.
So
hey, y'all, let me get an ad
cats.
blocker when I get my titles, y'all. Don't worry about it.
I'm an art history
major.
major.
And that is true. That's your friend. Why he ain't give you an interview? To get your numbers through the sky. You know what I'm saying? You know, Charleston, he gonna come with his own views, because niggas like me and other people got a nice little fan base. Why YoungBoy didn't put you on, you know?
Your media personalities make this mistake time after time. Is they convince themselves that these celebrities are their friends the whole time they're just using them.
True.
So they convince themselves, man, I'm friends with, I don't know, Nicki Minaj. So I'm not going to allow you to say to say that.
You're not friends, you're business partners. It's a difference.
Nicki Minaj, where Nicki Minaj will never do your platform, she would never mention you, she would never talk to you, right? Like, in your head, you guys are boys. So the fact that Charleston White did 5 interviews with Steiny is rare. Charleston White has interviews right now, offers that he turns down on a routine basis. Yo, so if he's doing it, is either A, Steiny is paying him like $30K per interview or more than anybody else, or he thought him and Steiny were friends. And so once Steiny showed Charleston White, hey, man, listen, man, you on your own, right? I'm here to protect my investor interests, and if that means throwing you under the bus, I'm going to do so. This changed the entire dynamic of that interview, and this changed the entire dynamic of, I believe, Steiny and Charleston White's relationship. This is going to be Charleston White's last interview.
I was legit
I
just
guarantee
about
you.
to say
Charleston
that,
White ain't
bro.
coming back to that
I
platform
would
again.
definitely be surprised.
It's not happening at all. Okay? Because as the conversation progresses, Steiny becomes more insufferable, right? Interrupting Charleston, not letting him finish, trying to protect his pseudo relationship with NBA Youngboy and his manager, even though Youngboy has never came on his platform. And Charleston White, as the conversation progresses, you can see his frustration.
Man, honestly, bro, I would feel so disrespected as a man if that were to happen to me. You showing this loyalty to this motherfucker that has never even, you know what I'm saying? That shit, I need to stop cussing. I just lost my train of thought.
Slowly climbing.
Stop.
And a blow up was like inevitable.
As black people, he's known to have herpes. He's spreading around. How many of these babies could be born? How many girls got herpes that he done got pregnant by?
I don't know, but I have no baby mamas. I want to make that real
I don't
clear.
give a damn.
That
We're not
ain't
talking
got
about you.
nothing
Don't
to
put
do
it back
with
on
you.
you when you just were putting it back on him. And
I
trying
didn't
to,
put it back on
no. You was trying to say I was wrong for talking about. You was defending him. You're defending the guy. Hold on, no. You're defending a guy with a STD that's spreading it with 13 different babies. That's been promoted. There's been a lot of deaths
But
around
is
him.
this factual information, or are you just
I wouldn't be
It's
saying it because I could be
facts.
sued.
How that's your friend and you don't know the facts that come behind your friend? Come on, man.
If anybody know me, you just met me. But anybody know me, if I'm talking and
We
saying
met
it, I
fucking
don't.
2 months ago.
No. We just met. But anybody who know me, if I'm saying it right here with this kind of passion, nigga, I ain't making shit up. Nigga, I ain't known for lying.
All right. Well,
I stand on what I say.
Okay, well, I feel
That's why I
that.
talk so boldly. And who I talking to? Them y'all suck kiss ass
I
to
don't-
and try to defend.
whoa.
You right
Why you
now.
pointing
Hold on,
at
no.
me? Wait,
You
why-
right now trying to defend NBA Youngboy as if he ain't wrong.
I
he
did
got
not.
13 babies, my nigga, and he ain't been married to no woman.
I didn't
He
even
is
say that.
married.
What I said.
Even though he's 100% right, he is definitely married. He got a wife. I don't know what their arrangement got going on, but he definitely still be on that with the. I guess we'll call them hoes. I'm trying to clean up my profanity.
That
but
how can he take his influence?
Well, you
and
trying to make
tangents?
me sound hypocritical to what you were saying. If
Well,
you
no.
go
The
back
only
and
reason
play
I'm
this.
trying to make you sound hypocritical is because you did attend his show, so you're.
I didn't attend
technically
his show. I
supporting
did not
him.
attend his show. I went to his show to criticize it even more, not to enjoy it. I didn't go. I accepted an invitation.
Okay.
Hopefully it
So
could
what
say.
did academics say when you got there and when you left?
He didn't say
Why would
nothing.
academics bring you there with knowing how you feel about it?
He know how I feel. That's why they invited me. Hoping,
why would he bring
if
you?
you be quiet and let me answer, hopefully that I could look at this show, maybe see the stage production.
I don't even think that
Hey,
Charleston White.
listen, I went to the Young Boy show. The stage production was phenomenal. It was a story from the beginning to the end on his segment. I really enjoyed it. It really told a story through all this music. How you just have to watch it, bro. You just have to be there. You just have to be there. This is one of those things you have to be there. But I definitely had a good time. And I definitely got the message behind what was going on.
Has a genuine problem with NBA Youngboy. I feel like Charleston White understands that all you really have to do is go against the popular opinion. Charleston White wore a Confederate flag during the Say Cheese interview. So Charleston White, for the most part, when you listen to him speak his rhetoric, is conservative. Charlie Kirk died. Now he's anti-Charlie Kirk, right? Because Charleston White. Now, I'm sure Charleston White has actual values and beliefs that he probably applies to his real life. But when it comes to an interview, man, Charleston White is going against whatever is going to get him attention. And that's just a fact. Right?
That's a
just
great
fact. Now,
method.
there's nothing wrong with it
That's a
because we all
great
do it,
method, man.
right? Like, we all make videos because we want attention. We all make videos because we want clout, we want subscribers, we want the money. He's just going about it in a different manner than I believe most people, okay? Now, as the conversation progresses, this is where Charleston White just got sick and tired of it and just walked out, right? So they stayed on Youngboy for a while, possibly like 30 or 40 minutes of this interview, and the interview was only like an hour and 20 minutes. 30 and 40 minutes of this interview was about NBA Youngboy. So Steiny got to a point where he just kept on interrupting, kept on running defense for NBA Youngboy. So Charleston White got sick and tired of it and said, "I'm done."
If you're a
All
beginner,
that-
this will get you
Let me
making
get an ad
music
block when I
fast.
get monetized.
Creator is a
I
desktop
get tired
app
too.
that
All
makes
that-
music
all that dick
creation
sucking, bro.
fast
Like,
and
bro,
easy.
you
Here's
know
where
all
you
this
start.
boss white
4
people?
categories of
Come on,
sounds.
bro.
Birdman is making
Come on,
money
man.
like he made money off Lil Wayne and the rest of them. So don't talk to me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Hold on. What happened?
For him like he made money.
For NBA Youngboy. So Charleston White got sick and tired of it and said, "I'm done."
Birdman is making money off him like he made money off Lil Wayne and the rest of them. So don't talk to me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Who is this guy?
Okay,
Stay out of this. Stay over there.
Stay out of this.
Stay
out of
white.
Stay out of there. Nigga, I
so-
speak
Stay
fact.
white.
That's why
No, I'm not saying telling her, but that's what Charleston White say. Stay white.
I knew this video dropped that Monday. This video dropped Monday morning. The concert ain't nothing to 10 at night. Do you think what most niggas would have been scared to still go to that concert? I went to that concert with no security by myself, knowing everything I said was facts. I'm willing to die, go to jail for the shit that come out my
Let me
mouth.
ask you this. You
And
said,
I travel around this country with no security. I'm a little old bitty. I done dissed every rapper, every gang.
I know you
nigga
do.
respect.
And by the way-
I ain't got no security.
I know you don't, but you gotta just.
I ain't gotta do nothing.
Wait,
Keep doing what
hold on,
I'm doing.
Julia,
Nigga,
hold
I'm
on.
richer than I've ever been. I'm rich like these rappers from disrespecting the rappers. So why would I change?
That's fine, but for the record, I'm not in the game.
Shut your scared rap stuff. I ain't in no gang. I'm a community
No, I'm
backer.
not in the gang like that.
I'm not in the gang. Never been in the gang. I don't
No,
have
I'm
any
not in the
felony
gang.
convictions. I was a single father. I'm a youth advocate, a youth community activist that work in the community, and I'm a politician. So I ain't gotta be on them niggas' side.
No,
I
I'm just
wish
saying,
I wish Flacco would have used the video because you literally get on. I remember this part of the video of the podcast.
I'm trying to-
You want to go to the concert? YB?
No, I'm friends with them.
I ain't friends with nobody that I think is wrong.
Okay, so let me ask you
I'm
this.
friends with what's right, so I tell my friends when they're wrong. I don't let my friend be wrong and I not say
And
nothing.
you said earlier that you're not a fan of him, but he's a fan of you.
He is.
So if he reached out to you and said, "Yo, we got,"
He did reach out to me. What I'm trying to tell you, he did reach out to me.
and what'd he say?
How do you think I ended up at the concert? I went to the concert because he reached out.
Why be reach out to you? No, I heard everything you said. I'm just making
I
sure.
done said it many times. DJ Academic and YB and his team reached out directly to me. I ain't going to no motherfucking YB concert.
You don't think there's any scenario where you guys could align and maybe help out together and benefit?
Help out what?
Like you
out
talking
what?
about like the youth or help?
I've been doing it 12 years before today. So why do me and him need to partner to help out to do what? They're not going to let him partner and help out. He's a control kid, you know me? So he just got to partner by playing Trump. I personally know the woman that got him partner. Trump. I personally know the woman who got to Trump.
Whoa.
Give a fuck about Trump. Trump. I done been selected to fuck with Trump. But I know the woman who Trump selected to get niggas out of jail. So I'm saying to you, why would me and him partner together when his goal is not to help black people? His goal is to sell records.
So if his goal is to sell records,
No.
Well, listen, if his goal is to sell records and your goal is to help the youth, why wouldn't you come together and try and do both?
When have anybody who really want to help the youth came together with a black rapper and they really help the youth? That's never worked. A black rapper is controlled. They're not gonna let help. They're not gonna let a black rapper help the youth. That's why they got somebody like him on stage for the youth to follow. That's why he got a 16-hour day schedule and they tell him who to donate money to. He can't decide to help black people. Once white people start giving you money like that, you can't help black people.
Okay.
They'll cut your money out.
But-
Everybody know that.
Okay.
So don't try to sit here and act like because you want to go to his concert. Come on, man. I'm too real for that. You just.
I'm not, bro.
Really?
Bro,
Man,
you're.
I don't want to do this shit no more. You
There you
bullshit.
go.
You ain't finna get me on camera and play like I'm wrong for speaking.
Wait, Charleston, are you?
No, baby, my goddamn mic so I go. You ain't finna do
Wait, Charleston, what are you
You
talking
done
about?
pissed me.
Tiny went outside and they had a conversation, and
He came
Charleston
back.
White came back inside. But the interview was just awkward from that point on. Charleston White really wasn't feeling it. It was kind of awkward tension. Now, I think this is the end of Steiny and Charleston White's working relationship. If Steiny is paying Charleston White $10K for these interviews, this one severely underperformed. It only did about 44,000 views in 22 hours. I'm sure it's not gonna hit 100K, but the way this clip just went viral, it might now hit 100K, but I don't know if Steiny would take that investment again, and I don't know if Charleston White will want to come back to do
Charleston
Steiny
ain't gonna
after
do
this
that
interview.
again. Unless the money right. I don't know the nigga, but I'm just saying from what I've spectated over the years of me watching Charleston White, if the money ain't right or the motive ain't right, he's not about to do that again. And he is obligated to feel the way that he feel. You know?
But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you
He
guys
is definitely obligated to feel the way he feel. I'm with Charleston on this one because you brought me on this. You paid for my time. And instead of trying to hear me out, you debunking everything I'm saying I'm wrong, trying to defend it because you want tickets to the concert. You scared to lose your your backstage passes. Hey man, a lot of men ain't got balls. A lot of men out here can't call themselves men yet. Just because of simple fact, stuff like this. They lack integrity and they lack morals. Charleston White is a man of morals. He's not about to bend over to police and nobody. And I truly respect that about him. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. And I'm going to catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.